Good morning, everybody, and good morning, Nancy. How are you this morning?
I am good. I'm a little sad I have a cup of tea, not coffee, seeing all of that coffee beans and brew.
Yes, a very coffee-themed kickoff, but it's 9 a.m. here in Eastern Standard. So we'd love to start the day with a cup of coffee, but tea is completely acceptable. I'm glad you just brought a little bit of caffeine for the show.
That's right. That's right. It does have caffeine, so
That counts. It counts. And there is no hard requirement, though. Sometimes, we get some people bringing in all sort of specialty coffees for the show, so that makes it fun.
love
Um,
that.
Well, I am super excited. We are live with Nancy from TechCon Unplugged. Well, more than just TechCon Unplugged, but we are going to jump into all of it today and get to know her. We are going to talk about this conference that is happening in September in Chicago, organized by the community for the community. It is a wonderful event. I've gotten to know Paco over the years and see the impact he's made on the industry. And so I'm excited to talk about it today. But first, most people know me if they're here from the live stream, but maybe they don't know you, Nancy. And so I would love to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about the conference, and then we'll jump right in.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I'm Nancy Henriquez. I have been in the industry for over 20 years, which is crazy for me to think about. Literally more than half of my life. And I have had a broad width of just all over experience when it comes to starting a break fix shop at 22, then transitioning that to an MSP like so many of us did, and then just exiting that in 2021. Moving over to the vendor side. So I have seen it all, I would think, when it comes to the MSP world. I consider it my home, place where I grew up. And so, yeah, I'm happy to be here and to also be a part of MSP Unplugged, which was a big part of my journey as an MSP. And Paco and I, the founder of MSP Unplugged, we go way back. He was one of my, first friends in the industry, and I like to say we grew up together in so many ways. And earlier this year, I had the opportunity to join him at MSP Unplugged as head of community, and we are putting together TechCon Unplugged. As you said, it's a conference by the community for the community. So I've gotten to be a part of the behind the scenes of putting it together, which has been great, and so excited for the show.
That's amazing. 20 years. And one of your first friends in this space was Paco. That is a very good first friend in this space to have along the way.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That is amazing. 20 years and the industry's still here. We're moving faster than we ever have. And I have no doubt that that'll be part of the topics and themes here at TechCon Unplugged. Yeah.
Time's compressing. Like, time is compressing.
We have never worked harder or faster in our lives.
That's right. And we're only getting younger.
Yes. I like that, Nancy. I'm taking that because I feel like as I get older, I notice myself getting younger. I'm stealing
it. That's
right. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about for the community or by the community for the community. Give me a little bit of a background on what MSP Unplugged is. TechCon Unplugged, this isn't the first year of the event. So I'm excited to hear like kind of the lineage that's led up to it. And then give me a little bit of what we expect to talk about at TechCon this year.
Yeah, so, by the community, for the community, 100% when it comes to that. We have a group of MSPs that have come together and decided, this is what MSPs today need to hear. We have done surveys within our community group on Facebook, and a committee came together and put the agenda together. And this is a committee that are all MSP owners or have been MSP owners like myself. And really, it is being shaped by those who are in it, on a daily basis. It is the problems that they're facing. It is the noise that they're hearing, and really kind of trying to bring down what does that mean, distill it for everyone else, ultimately speaking. And that's really what's going into this conference. So I like to say this conference is more of like the hallway conversations that you end up getting at larger conferences, those that end up being meaningful conversations that you end up walking away with, possibly having knowledge nuggets come out of that you take back to your business as actionable items. That is this entire conference, not just a hallway conversation.
I love that. Morning, Matt Lee. Wonderful to see you on the stream, as always. Matt, have you ever been to a TechCon Unplugged? Is Matt going to be at TechCon Unplugged? I don't know.
Matt is going to be at TechCon.
Hey, that's amazing. All right. Well, I'll see you there, Matt. Good to see my bearded friend on the road. That is exciting. I love the way you frame the hallway conversations everywhere. If that's not your title banner of how you want to promote it, because I know what you mean. And if you've been to a conference, everybody knows what I mean. It's you go on stage, it's all sponsored, it's all curated and cleaned up and ready. And I don't know. It's not.
You walk away with questions, right? You walk away with more questions than answers sometimes. And then those questions go into the hallways. It goes to, asking your peer, what did you think about that? And what are you going to do about it? Are you applying that in your business now? What does that mean for you? How does that impact you, right? All of those questions that come from the conference tracks and things like that is exactly what this is. It's all peer led. So who you're going to see on the stage is your peer. And that is who's giving that information out. It's from the trenches, and so I'm excited for it. Almost like an unconference. Oh, Tim, love that.
That's a good one. Yeah, I like it. Well, let's talk about it. We're taking the hallway chats and taking them to the stage. What does that look like? What are we going to be talking about? There's got to be some themes. There's got to be some objectives. What's the mission of the conference? Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah. So, it is, I'm going to start with the obvious one. AI is going to be on the stage.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
There's no way that it cannot be on the stage, but I think that the way that the conversation is going to go is a little bit different than what you're hearing, right? A lot of the what's out in conferences right now is more theory, and this is going to be more practical. How are you actually leveraging AI today? How are you building it into your practice? So it is going to be not just practical, but actionable as well. So, and directly from those that are implementing it today.
That is what I want to hear. You got me excited on that topic. I love the practice. You have to start with theory and derive to practice, but I love actually hearing what people are really doing in the field. So let's talk about it. So Matt's here. What's Matt's going to be talking about? I'm curious. Do you know off the top of your head? Maybe Matt can chime in.
Oh, well,
it's okay.
Known for something. I'm like, he's known for something. Let me hint at that.
Yeah, fair enough. Of course. It's going to be a good security topic. I'm hopeful we talk about the adversarial side of AI. That would be a very fun topic that Matt and I have theorized many a times on. So it should be an interesting talk. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Let's jump in. What makes this event different? For MSPs who have never been, I know we're going to take those sideway conversations and put them on stage. That's definitely different. But from an MSP who's been to, I'll call it one of the big four, a Pax8 Beyond, an IT Nation, a Kaseya Connect, something big. TechCon's going to be smaller, more intimate. But what makes it different? What's the value you're going to get out of these that you won't get out of the big ones?
It is, as I keep saying, it is the peer-to-peer conversation, right? There is such a wide just knowledge base that everyone is going to bring with them. So much experience and wisdom in the room that you've got to be in it to experience it, right? It's those things that the conversations that come up when you are in the room. So being present is going to be absolutely important. And it's one of those where everyone is so willing to freely give and not gatekeep any kind of experience or information. I don't know about you, but I've always been the type of person where I hear advice and I take it resonates with me, what makes sense to me, to who I am, and then I leave what doesn't. And so this is a great opportunity to gain as much as information and experience from others without having to make the mistakes yourself, and really be able to see how does that apply to my business and how can I move it forward. And that's one of the things that it's special about this conference is it is direct experience from practitioners. It is not people that are seeing it from the outside. It is someone that built an MSP from the ground up, someone that went from being a solo practitioner to leading a team, that is talking about what are the first things that you need to do in order to even get to hiring your first technician or your second technician. What happens when now you are having to manage a team versus just your own self?
I love it.
Those are the conversations.
So what I hear, but correct me if I'm wrong, I hear this is an event for the people that get things done at the MSP, and I say that correctly. I have sat at the top of many of organizations, but I have dramatic levels of respect for the people that actually drive and deliver the day-to-day work and the effort that exists. I came out of the NOC, so I have a level of empathy for the front line. Is that who should be here? Should it be everybody should be here? Are there talk tracks for, the frontline and the executives? Like, who gets the most out of TechCon Unplugged, I guess, is where I'm coming and circling around to.
Yeah, it's the MSPs that are trying to figure out where they're going, right? Either they're new MSPs joining the ranks, emerging from either they've been in other MSPs or in the corporate world, now stepping into ownership shoes. Or they are MSPs that have been in the industry and are trying to figure out what's next for me in this era of AI. How am I supposed to figure out where do I go next? And so really this conference is for MSPs that are solo techs all the way through 10 technicians and trying to figure out, how do I get started or how do I get to the next level?
Okay. All right. So I started earlier. This is not the first year TechCon Unplugged. What year are we on?
Gosh, this is year 10.
What?
This
is what would you call it? You don't call it a bicentennial. What do you call it? I don't know. Your 10-year anniversary. Your 10-year anniversary.
Yep. So MSP Unplugged, TechCon Unplugged has been 10 years.
That is amazing.
It is, yes. And Paco definitely has just put so much love and poured so much into this community, and it definitely shows.
Yeah, I see your comment here, Tim. I'll pull you up. I think this is from earlier when we were talking about the practical versus the tactical versus the hypothetical.
Yep.
And I agree with you on that. That's what I'm excited about. Let me pull a little bit behind the curtain. Not everybody gets to see what goes into putting a conference together. You said that your goal is to take the hallway conversations and put them on stage so you walk away with action items and not question items. How do you decide who gets on the agenda? How does that work? And how do you make sure that you're getting the right people in the front to help the industry?
Yeah. So as I said, we put together a committee of MSP owners that graciously volunteered their time to give us topics that are top of mind for them. we put it out into the community and surveyed as well. And the responses overwhelmingly came back with certain topics. Sales is always top of mind for an MSP of any size, and probably one of the most challenging aspects to running an MSP. And so that came up time and time again. And so we'll have a sales track, we'll have a marketing track as well. And so all of these things came together, and it was a iteration of, what part of this do we want to have on stage, right? Not just marketing, but what kind of marketing is going to resonate with the audience today? What is going to be something that, again, is actionable, something that they can take from the conference and be able to do Monday when they get back into the office?
Yeah, I love it. I know you're not allowed to have favorites, but I'm going to ask you.
My kids ask me this all the time.
I know.
Which one's the favorite?
Not favorite, but what is one of them that you're most looking forward to?
Oh, that's a good question. And I'm gonna have to say it's a surprise.
Fair enough.
It may or may not involve a dance.
Ooh, okay. A little bit of a sneak peek under the Unplugged. I still don't know why my StreamYard does this. Alex, you do a lot of streams. Maybe you can fix it for me. But this is Alex Farling saying he wants to say hello. Alex Farling and another amazing community member. We're actually going to have him on Coffee Chats next week. So it should be pretty fun to have him involved. Real quick, for those who have been listening but don't know the date of this event, because we have not thrown it out yet. Yeah. When can people come together in Chicago? Where should they come together in Chicago? How can they get involved? We'll come back to that at the end, but I want to get that in there real quick.
Yeah, so join us September 17th through the 19th. Everyone's landing the 17th. Everything starts on the 18th. So it's a Friday and Saturday. For those that think I'm too busy to go, it's fine. There's a Saturday one, so you don't miss out. We're really thinking of the practitioners, right, who are in the business. It is a moment to take a weekend to really work on your business as opposed to in it. So September 17th through the 19th in Chicago, in Rosemont in Chicago. Anyway, I'm not from Chicago, so I don't really know, but yeah, so you can join us there then, and it'll be at the Crown Plaza in Rosemont. Should be a fantastic time.
Love it. Real quick, I said hello back to Alex, and then he responded that he makes Kyle push the buttons. I don't know. We're going to make Kyle push the buttons to Rosemont, Chicago. If you're not going to be there, Farling, maybe we can recruit you live.
Right.
And then apparently Tim signs me up. So Tim's my Kyle, and Tim makes me do a lot of things, but I don't think I'm going to get into a dance battle. And now there's just
we're
going fully off the rails here. Very, very a la Coffee Chats here. It's just going completely off the stream and channel here. So,
okay, a mean moonwalk. We're adding to it. Listen, hey, you never know.
I see Tim is already doing Gen AI images in his. I just know Tim too well. There's already a Gen AI moonwalk going on. All right, let's zone back in, Nancy. Zone back in. This is on me, but it's also on Alex and Tim.
I love it. Squirrel moments. That's what I call them. That's the squirrel moment.
Nancy, remember when I told you it's the easiest stream you'll ever be on? So far, it's a pretty easy stream.
Pretty easy. Yeah.
All right. So for those going to TechCon Unplugged, we hear there's a secret something maybe to do with the dance. That'll be fun. But where should people invest their time? Obviously, attend all of the talk tracks. Get to the things. Make sure you're not hanging out in the hallways, except to have those sideway conversations between things. But what's the extracurriculars? What's going to be involved where you can get some extra time to learn and extra time to network?
That's the beauty of TechCon, is everything is going to be in one room. So you don't have to miss out on any of the talk tracks. So it literally be everything from, like I was saying, sales, marketing. Matt Lee is going to be there, so there's a hint on what topic he's bringing in. but it's all going to be in one room. And so when I literally say the hallway conversation is the conference,
I
this is
love
exactly
it.
what it is. It is interactive, and there's going to be panels as well as presentations. And again, the panels and the presentations are going to be interactive. So if you have a question, you can ask it. It's and Paco is huge and loves to say the community is a safe space. So there is no such thing as a stupid question. It is very much if you don't know, it's better for you to ask, because we can talk about it right then and there, right? It may not just help you, it may help your peer and your neighbor sitting next to you, and you just may not even know it, but you can at least throw the question out there, and then everyone will know. So
I love
that's
it.
that's the type of conference that this is. A very safe space. It is a room that nurtures growth, and meant for learning.
Well, Nancy, I love to hear that. It sounds really fun to me. I have been to all sort of conferences. I actually love the idea of being in one room, right? To spend the whole day building and growing and getting better alongside a group of folks that are all there for that exact same reason.
Oh,
So
exactly. Like, if you have a mentor, usually you spend maybe like an hour a week or something like that with a mentor. This is 2 days straight that you get to be in a room full of mentors and with peers. So not only is it like a giant mastermind, but it's also being in a room full of mentors that are ready to pour into you and to help you grow your business.
I'm excited for it. I'm curious, I saw, TechCon's, is it $299? Is that right? Did I have the number in my head right for registration?
Well, so
Sorry.
I have a surprise. I'm like, I have a surprise.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do it.
Because I love surprises. Um, love that. Yes, very intimate. So the surprise is, if you want to go, use my code TCU Nancy, and it will be a surprise as to what that price is.
I love it. I'll put it out if you're okay with it, Nancy, I'll put it in the newsletter as we send it out to everybody on Friday. Or do you want it only for streamers?
I'm like, do it.
All right, let's make it happen.
I'm like, on the back end, we have a little bit of a competition going as the
okay. I like it. So there you go. You're gonna. Well,
I want to win. No.
Well, it'll go out to all 1,500 or so people tomorrow. So let's try to help raise. If you're thinking about it, Tulsi, you should go. TCU Nancy sounds like a really good promo code to me. So good. We're not even going to disclose it. So we'll get that link up here in a minute. But I was going to go, how do you justify the cost? That was going to be my question I was leading into.
Yeah.
Now let me ask the next most expensive thing. How do you justify the time? And how do you step away from the help desk? How do you step away from the fire drills? How do you step away from the customer priority and say, I've got to be at TechCon Unplugged?
Yeah. Well, so first of all, let me start with this, because I talked about mentors. The mentorship aspect of this thing is huge. But one of my mentors once told me, those who pay attention. So if either you're paying with your time or you're paying with the cost, you are going to pay attention. That means that you are investing in yourself. And that is first and foremost, as a leader within this space, whether you are leading yourself or whether you're leading a team, you have to really invest in yourself and in your growth. So that's why it's worth the time or the money that it will take to get into this room and be in proximity to the knowledge and the wisdom that is going to be poured into this room.
I love it. Nancy, this sounds like it's going to be a really wonderful event. We have a wrap-up segment we're going to start rounding into as we get towards the tail of the half-hour mark. But one of the questions I always like to ask before we jump into that, what is a question you thought I might ask you today that we didn't get to?
Oh, that's a good one. I think that you've asked about my favorite topic, but maybe one that is the most meaningful. And I'm going to say it's not because it's my talk, But I think it will be really meaningful, especially as an MSP is building their business. A lot of the times we are engineers first, and so we don't think about the business in what it could be or the value that you can build within the business. Most of us are starting our business in the sense of like, I just want to help someone, and I know how to do that with the tech skills that I have. And the talk that I am going to talk about is a little bit of a twist on that, in basically saying, hey, your business has value, whether it's, again, you're a solo MSP or leading a team. There's value in there. And what do you do when you can no longer be a part of your business in that way? How do you prepare for that?
I love it. I had a talk just 2 weeks ago, very similar topic, saying the most important person in the room is the most dangerous person in the room, meaning that should they leave, how do you scale?
Yeah.
And so love it. I'm super excited to see your talk and to hear about this. Tim, you're just being a hero for us today. Here's the link to get registered. Here's that discount code that Nancy put out there for us. We'll make sure we get it in the write-up as well. We'll keep
Look
this
at that.
for the next
Tim is so proactive. I love that.
In tandem to putting this link together, there is definitely a John Harden moonwalking AI generated slot thing coming my way. I know it. If not my way, it's going on Lemhi's posts probably. So it is always fun to see what he does to me on a given week with AI. All right. Well, we have the link here. We have the discount code here. I'm going to recap real quick, and then we're going to jump into the ending segment. Today we talk about TechCon Unplugged. It is the 10th year anniversary. It is a conference hosted by MSP Unplugged. If you know Paco LeBron, you know he's going to pour his heart into this entire conference. And the beauty of this conference is that it is a one-room show. You're going to be able to be in that room the whole time, talking with peers and mentors and learning from some amazing speakers, including Nancy and Matt Lee. Now, if that's not enough for you, the beauty of it is you are going to be collaborating the whole time and learning the whole time, and there just might be a dance-off. So I'm super excited about TechCon Unplugged. I think that the hallway talks on stage is an amazing mission to go for. This is an event by the community for the community. And I can tell you from the people that I see that are going to be there, it really feels like it. And I'll be there as well. I'm coming in on Friday. It's not a far jaunt from Indianapolis, Indiana, to do a little bit of a conversation myself. So Nancy, I'm super grateful for having you. Did I do a good job recapping a little bit about
You did.
All right. We are going to roll into the roundout, though. So the roundup here is called the espresso shots. These are rapid fire questions. These are hard. I don't envy the person on the other side of these questions.
I need more caffeine for this.
I need a little more caffeine for this. But the rules are simple. The game is hard. You have as much time as you want to think about the answer, but you are only allowed to give one sentence to the answer.
Okay, that's a challenge.
Are you ready, Nancy?
Ready.
All right. One thing that every TechCon Unplugged attendee should do on day one.
Meet someone they don't know yet.
One thing that they won't expect that is not a dance battle at TechCon Unplugged.
Ooh. Can you repeat the question?
One thing that they won't expect from TechCon Unplugged I'll leave it there. I'll leave it open-ended.
One thing that they won't expect. I'm really using all the skills that I have to take a little more time to think about this.
Time. Silence is okay.
No, one thing that they won't expect. I think the feeling that they're going to walk away with.
I love that answer, Nancy. I think it's the right one, too. From all the things I've heard about the show in the past, it sounds like it's going to be exactly that. Community beats content. True or false?
Oh, true. 100%.
Yeah, you and me share that answer. Will AI sessions dominate this conference?
No.
I'm excited to hear that because we could talk more than AI. So I am very happy. And I say that, and my whole life is AI, but it is more than AI. Wonderful. All right. For those not in Chicago, one reason they should book their flight today.
Oof. All the wisdom that is going into this and readily and freely available once you're in the room.
That's worth it to me. Final question. You will final question is a fill in the blank. You will regret skipping TechCon Unplugged if ...
If you don't go.
I know, it's kind of easy. I know. We got to make them hard, make them easy. I'm going to give you a little variance here. All right, Nancy, thanks for playing along. It's not that hard, but we show it off pretty well. Look, I want to thank Tim, Tulsi, Alex, Matt, everybody that jumped on. I'm going to sign us here. This is, one thing that I think is a good summary of the show. But here's what we're going to do, Nancy. I'm going to hand you the microphone, and you are going to sign us up on the show. So take it away.
Oh my goodness. Well, coffee drinkers, tea drinkers alike, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I hope that we gave you a little bit of a just lift this morning. And if you haven't gotten your ticket yet for TechCon Unplugged, make sure you are there and come celebrate my 40th birthday with me as well. That's also a surprise.
What?
All right. See y'all there.
See y'all there. Cheers.